But yeah, just to complete that thought. So talking about the earth as being a cradle, a crib, a garden, a safe place, a home. Allah also says firashan, like a bed, a couch, furniture, soft place to land. Yeah, I mean, that metaphor has a lot of implications philosophically, intellectually, spiritually. Um, and one of the things that I find people dealing with a lot is like things like allergies and stuff. Um, I think because we have put ourselves against nature has activated certain immunoresponses. Basically, nature, because we're at war with nature, nature has put itself at war with us. And I think allergies and other things like that, um, you know, they've become weaponized. Nature has weaponized itself against us because we're no longer vibing with it properly. Not to say that if you have allergies, you personally are at war with nature, but it's because we are all plugged into a system that is at war with nature. And as such, even if you yourself are not individually guilty, you're plugged into and participating in a system that is guilty of waging war against nature. And so, just as a canary in a coal mine is not there by its own fault, yet if the miners who have taken the canary into the coal mine have drilled into a gas pocket, that fragile bird is the first to get it. And so I think a lot of the people who have allergies nowadays, they are like the canaries in the coal mine, and they're receiving the the spearhead of the assault. And then also like ticks. You know, people used to go hunting and camping in the old days, and ticks would bite them, and they'd be fine. But nowadays, ticks, you can get serious diseases from them, and other kinds of animals. So, other kinds of bugs. So things that did not used to be harmful are now harmful to a greater degree. And foods that we were able to eat are now haram upon us. Our bodies cannot consume it. These foods that Allah has created for us to be consumed, they are good and pure for us to eat. We can no longer eat them, like peanuts and fish and I mean strawberries and whatever other kinds of things that people are allergic to. Cats, like being around animals, being outdoors in nature under the trees, flowers. Like, why are we all of a sudden getting allergic to things that Allah created for us for our enjoyment and for our benefit and our health? And again, I think part of it is mind over matter. Our minds are convinced that nature is no longer good for us. Our minds are convinced that nature is out to kill us. And so we take shelter in technology, in artifice. We take shelter in the created things of Dajjal, the falsely created things of Dajjal and Satan, over the true created things of God, of Allah in nature. So we need to return to nature. And it starts with, like I said, mind over matter. It starts with belief. You have to believe that nature is superior to technology. You have to believe that God put nature for our benefit. And the things that God put in nature that are halal and tayyiban, good and pure, those things are not out to hurt us. Peanuts are halal and tayyiban. Allah does not say in the Quran that peanuts are haram. Yet here we are avoiding it. Cats and dogs, horses, flowers, trees, these are not haram for us. These are halal and tayyiban. Yet here we are avoiding them because of allergies. And this is a much larger topic, but it's just really something that we need to reflect on. Interpret nature as being good for you, and I do believe that it's a spiritual healing. If you want to be healed of your allergies once and for all, and be able to enjoy the good and pure things that Allah has created for you, the answer is not to avoid these things. The answer is to fix your relationship with nature, and it starts in your mind. It starts in the way you think. What do you give yourself permission to believe? Do you give yourself permission to believe that these things are good for you? That peanuts actually are good for you? That being outdoors is actually good for you? Or will you continue to hide from nature and believe that these things are harmful for you? Start the transformation. Start it in your mind.